Hello traders, welcome to my Forex Funds YouTube channel. For those who don't know, my Forex Funds is a prop firm which is looking for successful traders. It assists traders and it helps them grow so that we can grow together. Today in this video, we will be hosting one of our funded traders, Eshan, to talk about his trading journey and his experiences with us as a funded trader. Hello Eshan, welcome. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Happy to be here.
Yeah, so we will be starting our interview by knowing you first of all. So for everyone who doesn't know you, please introduce yourself and tell us what got you into trading in the first place.
Yeah. My name's Eshan. I'm
Mm-hmm.
24 years old. I'm Sri Lankan, but I lived in Australia my majority of my life, so that's
Mm-hmm.
why I'm here in Melbourne.
Mm-hmm. Great.
What got me into trading? So yeah, I started dabbling into investing back in
Mm-hmm.
university, like second year of
Mm-hmm.
university, and the returns was not enough for me. It wasn't
Yeah.
exciting enough. So I started getting into trading, and that's how I started because it's more activity in the market. That's how I
Yeah,
started getting
definitely.
into yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's great. So can you just provide an overview about your trading journey? Like how long have you been trading and how was the whole process? Did you just jump from the strategy to strategy like many of us?
Yeah, honestly, I started 4 years ago. So it's
Mm-hmm.
this second year of university. It's been
Mm-hmm.
4 years. And I initially learned from YouTube and
Yeah.
I just kept hopping from strategy to strategy, like as
Mm-hmm.
we all do.
Mm-hmm.
And I eventually joined a community called Guerrilla Trading.
Mm-hmm.
That was in Jan 2021.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where things started to kick off because I started having more stability in my trading.
Yeah.
So yeah, from there I've been trading a similar strategy, like the guerrilla trading strategy, and things have been good.
So you had a chance to develop your strategy thanks to that community.
Yes, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
sticking to one strategy has been a blessing to me because
Mm-hmm.
I've been so focused on just back testing that, finding my edge and becoming profitable.
Yeah, how nice. So you know that the learning process may full of challenges. So what did you struggle with the most in your trading journey and how did you overcome it?
There's a lot, but I would say the number one thing was being accountable for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because being accountable for yourself is it hits the ego, to
Mm-hmm.
tell yourself you're doing things wrong and you need to change it. Like even
Yeah.
with the community, when I was back testing, I did
Mm-hmm.
3, 4 months of back testing, and then after some realization, I took a challenge actually with MyForexFunds, and I
Mm-hmm.
failed it. I got a free retry for it, but I didn't pass it. I kind of
Uh-huh.
realized I approached everything wrong. The way I was
Yeah.
back testing was wrong. So I kind of had to scrap all my work and start fresh.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I would say being accountable for myself was the toughest thing to kind of reach
Yeah.
the profitability aspect.
Yeah, that's a very good answer. So
Yeah.
I would also asking about at what point did you know about my Forex ones? Who or what brought you here?
Yeah, so I don't know if you know or the others know, but I actually have a YouTube channel where I document my journey.
Mm-hmm.
And back in May or April, actually, when I was just about to take a challenge, I was doing
Mm-hmm.
research about companies. And my Forex funds was quite new,
Mm-hmm.
but I did like the kind of targets where it was more competitive than the rest, where it was 8%. You guys were the first to come out with
Mm-hmm.
8% profit target for phase one. So that
Yeah.
did intrigue me. And you could earn during phase one and phase two, like the phase one
Yeah.
bonus and phase two bonus. So
Yes.
me at the time, that gets me excited because I could earn whilst doing the challenge. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's why I like when I started knowing about my Forex funds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we do offer some bonuses during the evaluation phase as well. Isn't that great?
Yeah, it is great. It takes a lot of time to pass these challenges. So if
Uh-huh.
you're earning along the way, it does help.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was checking the comments under the previous interview videos, and I realized that many people are also wondering about, your accounts. So could you just give us an overview about the accounts you have in MyForexFunds, like their sizes or the program you register for? Can you just inform us about them?
Yeah. So I first started with a 100K account. So the
Mm-hmm.
challenge I got a break even for and got a free retry for. I
Uh-huh.
did that again later in April 2022,
Okay,
and I passed that, which is
great.
amazing. And
Yeah.
yeah, so I got that account. And then I wanted to kind of increase my capital
Mm-hmm.
because when you increase your capital, then you increase your the money you can make, right?
Yeah,
So
sure.
I kind of went for a 200K account then
Mm-hmm.
later on, and then I passed that, and then I
Mm-hmm.
west for the 300K account. You guys actually came out with the 300K account. You
Uh-huh,
were
yeah.
doing the 5K and the 300K release, like to test it out. So I went for
Yes.
that, and I actually failed the 300K challenge.
So did you get a
But
free
then I went.
retry again?
I actually this time I didn't. I actually just didn't get above break even.
Uh-huh.
But I kind of accepted that with these challenges that you can back test well, you can have a good edge, that the
Mm-hmm.
market just may not be working out for you that
Mm-hmm.
month.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't take it too hard on myself. Then I took it again, another
Mm-hmm.
300K, and then eventually passed that. So I'm
Right.
actually trading max allocation with my Forex funds.
Currently right now, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Ah, that's great. So let
yes.
me ask, how much profit did you make so far with these accounts?
In total, it would be nearly $80,000.
Oh my God, that's insane.
Yeah, very happy. I'm gonna stay level headed because if I get too excited, I'll just like it'll get too emotional. So I'm just trying to stay a bit calm. But yeah,
Oh
it's
yeah.
nice.
Yeah, it's really insane. Congratulations for that. But do you also remember your biggest payout amount?
Yes. So it was actually in February where I
Mm-hmm.
was trading all three accounts,
Uh-huh.
and for the month of Feb, I got paid out nearly $60,000. I actually remember the exact amount. It's $59,717.
Oh my God.
So
Congratulations. That's amazing.
thank you. Like it's
Yeah.
amazing what you
Shall
guys have been able
yeah,
to like provide for traders.
yeah, we grow together.
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
Yeah. Shall we take a look at your payout proof?
Yeah, we can do that. Let me share my screen.
Yes, of course.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see your screen.
Yeah, so this is my payout proof from February.
Mm-hmm.
So no, February and then after that. So for the month of Feb, you can see that for the 7th of Feb, I got paid out for my 100K account and 200K
Mm-hmm.
account. And then Feb 22nd, I got paid out for my 300K account.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
And then
amazing.
after that, thank you. And then after that, April, again with the three accounts, I got paid out just under $10,000.
Mm-hmm. So February seems that it's the most profitable month for you.
Yeah, I think more so the first quarter tends to be quite profitable for the
Mm-hmm.
strategy I trade.
Mm-hmm.
So I did capitalize on that. And yeah, it worked out.
Yeah, great. Yeah, this is the outcome. Yeah. All right. So my next question about what you do now, like, is trading your main course of income or is that an extra money source?
Yeah, so trading is my main income source, but I do have another income source with my YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
with like my content creation. But yeah, I'm full-time trading.
Yeah, that is great. So we know that you have huge profits. Now, let me kindly ask about your trading style because I know that everyone wonders that. So we would like to know what type of a trader you are, which time frames you check, what pairs do you generally trade. So could you just give us an overview about them?
Yeah, so I'm a trend trader. So
Uh-huh.
I trade with the trend. I trade just the 1 hour time frame.
Mm-hmm.
So I just stick to one time frame. I found that in the past, trading multiple time frames kind of confused me personally.
Mm-hmm.
So to take a little bit of the discretion out and the confusion, I just trade the one time frame.
Mm-hmm.
And I trade Currencies, just currencies. So I trade AU,
Mm-hmm.
EJ, AJ, GU, EU, and NZD, JPY.
So
Yeah,
the
I think I
major
got all of it.
ones.
The
Mm-hmm.
major ones, yeah.
So do you only trade Forex or do you also trade crypto like indices?
Never say never, but I just trade the currencies for now. Yeah.
Okay. So as a trend trader, do you have an indicator that you commonly use?
So before joining Gorilla, I was trying to use a lot of indicators. I thought
Mm-hmm.
that like having more indicators on the chart helped, like the moving
Mm-hmm.
averages, MACD, Bollinger Bands, all of it. But I kind of found it a bit more confusing to me. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why the strategy that I trade now suits me more, where I just trade purely price action.
Price
So
action. Okay.
just price action, just the candles on the chart.
Mm-hmm. I see. So we would
Yeah,
love to see how you analyze a market. Would you be comfortable with sharing your screen and show us your strategy?
let's do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We would love to see.
Alrighty, so I'll show you this trade here. So this is a trade I recently took. So I trade, as I said, like it's a trend strategy
Mm-hmm.
where I take two types of entries. So it's either a flag or it's a break and retest. So this is a flag example where we kind of got this impulse here. We had
Mm-hmm.
strong bullish candles, and then I kind of waited for the flag to form. Didn't have any shift in momentum, and then I got the entry signal, and I
Yeah.
took the long position, and I just tracked my lows until it hit a certain level.
Mm-hmm.
In this case, I think it was just before NFP, if I'm not mistaken. So I decided to take my profit early. And it was around a 4 hour trade.
Yeah.
And I can show you one more.
Yeah, please.
Um, I think I'll go back a bit. I'll show you another form of entry. It's a break and retest.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this was a beautiful trade in April. So
Yeah.
I'll just get rid of this so I can explain it.
Yeah.
So over here, from this kind of ranging market, like a descending nature, we saw an impulse up, like the strong bullish momentum, and then we
Mm-hmm.
had a retracement, and then price started to range.
Yeah.
So when you tend to get ranges, you tend to get liquidity, um, liquidity above and below.
Mm-hmm.
So potential stop hunts could happen. So what
Mm-hmm.
happened was price took out liquidity and then it pushed back down. So when I got that signal where momentum is more likely to go down than up,
Mm-hmm.
I set my order. This was a limit order,
Mm-hmm.
and I set it over here, and then price, um, thankfully, it dropped, and I was able
Mm-hmm.
to take profit for like 14 hour.
Mm-hmm. That's
Yeah.
really beautiful. Yeah. So, oh, I think I missed where did you set your stop loss?
Okay, so the stop loss is purely based on back testing. So I
Uh-huh.
set like a fixed stop loss. So
Mm-hmm.
it's not technically, most people may set it above here, which
Yeah.
makes sense. Like it's above this bearish candle, but
Mm-hmm.
I have a fixed stop loss. So it's 13 pips.
30 pips. Uh-huh.
13 pips. Yeah.
So how much did you earn from this entry?
My math is not the greatest, but I risked 0.6% on this.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, but I did actually look to scale in, like,
Mm-hmm.
because when the market is favorable, you want to kind of scale into your positions, make more
Mm-hmm.
profits. But unfortunately, I did take a loss over here. Price pushed up, took me out, and went down again, which is
Mm-hmm.
it's annoying, but it is what it is.
Yeah,
Um,
sure.
but yeah,
So you always check 1 hour time frame. Don't you want to see the details most like I don't know, maybe just minor time frames?
the thing is, what I found was it just confuses me. And when I
Mm-hmm.
stick to one time frame, I can back test that easier.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe there could be more things on the higher time frame that's indicating to buy.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm analyzing the 1 hour, and like when I get the signal to take a short, it kind
Mm-hmm.
of just makes sense to me to take the short. Maybe
Okay.
it on the long term it may look to buy, where you can see
Mm-hmm.
like market push down and then eventually push up.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, I just trade one time frame. I don't know where the chart went, but I just trade one time
Mm-hmm.
frame and
Mm-hmm.
took the short.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I would also ask about your risk management strategies. So do you always use stop loss, or do you have any other strategies to, manage your risk?
Yeah. So like I kind of treat it differently with the challenges and the funded account.
Mm-hmm.
So with the challenges, I tend to risk more because of the time frame restriction, and
Mm-hmm.
also it's quite tough to pass these challenges. So I risk around 1 to 1.2% during the
Mm-hmm.
challenges.
Mm-hmm.
And when I get the funded account, the point of the funded account is to not actually make money, but to keep the account.
Yes.
That's my mentality.
Mm-hmm.
So I reduce my risk by half, like 0.6%.
Mm-hmm.
So in terms of risk, that's what I do. And in terms of like stop losses, it's like completely based on back testing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a fixed stop loss. So that's why I like risk 13 pips for this.
Mm-hmm. I see. So what is your win rate usually?
It's actually quite low. It's closer to 35% or so.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
But the
mm-hmm.
risk to reward ratios tend to be greater. It tends to be like a 4 or 5 off. So it kind of makes sense to me to
Mm-hmm.
still um, have that win rate.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So shall we take a
I'm
look at
just,
one more trade that you took?
yeah, let's do that. So yeah, this is EJ. So
Mm-hmm.
over here, we kind of had this V-shaped price action, which
Mm-hmm.
kind of indicates that after the impulse, you could potentially get a range.
Mm-hmm.
And we got that range, price pushed up, retrace, and then we had a push up. So I'm kind of seeing momentum to the upside. So I'm ready to get in the market. We got that beautiful entry um, at this level, took the long
Mm-hmm.
position, and again, I put 13 pip stop loss.
Mm-hmm.
And this was actually Friday. And for
Yeah.
me, it was towards my time. And
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to have that stress of you can hold trades during the week over the weekend in MyForexFunds. You can do
Mm-hmm.
that. But for
Mm-hmm.
me, I kind of didn't want to hold it over the weekend, especially, in the world where there's a lot of news going on and you never know if the
Yeah,
market
that's
could gap.
risky. Yeah.
Yeah, very risky. So I decided to close the trade. I was quite happy.
Mm-hmm.
It was a 10-hour trade.
Mm-hmm.
So very happy with it.
Yeah, yeah. It's beautiful and clean. Yeah, I like it. Thank you very much for sharing
Yeah.
your screen and showing us the trades that you took. Thank you very much.
No, all good. All good.
Mhm. So you know that most traders struggle with consistency in trading. They cannot keep it, or I don't know, maybe they struggle with, being consistent most of the time. So what advice would you give to them? Like, is there any golden key which provides consistency or a consistent profitability in trading?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
Um, for me, I think I started to find confidence in my trading and becoming more consistent when I had the back tested data.
Mm-hmm.
Like I did my heavy back testing, 3, 4 years of back testing data, and
Mm-hmm.
I kind of knew I had the profitable edge through the data.
Yeah.
So whenever I was live trading, taking challenges, live trading my funded account, whenever
Mm-hmm.
I'm in heavy drawdown, let's say actually recently I was in 4 or 5% drawdown.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of knew that it's completely fine because in my back testing, it does show that I can be in drawdown.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, being consistent is being able to understand your results, your back tested results, and
Mm-hmm.
trusting that and not deviating from that. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
people, they deviate from it. And then the moment they do, they all the emotions start running through them. They get emotional, they get
Yeah.
greedy, they get fearful. Whenever they're in drawdown, they're like, oh, I need to over leverage so I can get above break even, and all the rules go out the window.
So can we also
So
say that backtesting help you to control your emotions?
yes, that's 100%. It's once you backtest, then all the emotions. I'm not saying that you won't become emotional. Like I still feel really emotional if I'm in drawdown, but kind of having that faith and trust in your backtesting and your trading plan kind of will help you deal with those emotions, if that makes sense.
Yeah, 100% agree, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, before we leave off, let me ask about your future goals. So do you have any plans, or did you have any, set any target in trading?
Yeah. So, there's actually a lot of prop firms coming out, and it's actually amazing for the trader. Um, so actually my first prop firm I wanted to go with was MyForexFunds because you guys are arguably the leading prop firm. So
Yeah,
I went
thank
with
you.
you guys. I've got that max allocation, and I'm looking to like scale my capital with other prop firms now. So I'm actually currently now $1 million in funding with MyForexFunds and then a couple of other prop firms.
By
So
scaling
I'm just
up.
gonna, yeah, exactly. I'm just looking to scale my capital and keep the funded accounts,
Yeah, sure.
scale it, and then also there's um, like with my YouTube, I do have a bit of a community, so I'm thinking of maybe starting some sort of mentorship or any way I can help the trading industry. Like, kind of want to do that as well.
Yeah, great. I wish your wishes come true.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's great. I think it was a super cool interview. I really enjoyed during the interview. I hope you also did.
Yes, I did. It was very, very nice to chat with you and speak about my journey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you very much. Yeah. So I'm really glad to have a chance to interview with you today. Thank you very much for being with us today.
Oh, thank you for having me. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So have a nice day, and I hope that's just the beginning for you.
Thank you so much. Have a nice
Yeah,
day as well.
thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you very much for watching this interview. I hope you like it. Please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and drop a comment below. If you are one of our funded traders and would like to do an interview with us, please get in touch with our support team so that we can organize your interview too. We would love to hear your story. Thank you again. Happy trading.